it's Lucy and welcome back to another weekly reading vlog. So this is also going to be a catch-up vlog and a challenge vlog because it's a week before the beginning of September and I'm participating in the Magical Readathon and I have a massive TBR for it. So I need to finish the books that I want to read in August this week. So I have 3 books that I'm going to try and read this week. I'm also going to be doing a challenge of trying to read for at least an hour every single day for a whole week. So I will probably read more on the weekends, and the aim is to try to read at least an hour, but preferably more because I do have quite a bit of reading to do this week. So we are going to see. So I have 3 books to talk to you about. So the first book is actually one that I've gone off TBR with, and that is The Sword of Shannara by Terry Brooks. So this is a well-loved fantasy book and it is basically like Lord of the Rings, but I have found it to be more action-packed and fast-paced. So I'm really enjoying it. I'm listening to the audiobook of it and I'm like 54% through. So with the speed I'm listening to it, I think I have about 8 hours left. So I'm hoping to finish that this week. And in this book, I don't want to tell you too much because I didn't really know anything going into it. But there is basically some characters that go on a quest. There is like an evil warlock and these characters need to go to this place to get this sword because that is the only way to defeat this warlock and only a certain person can use it. And there is like a wizard and there's like a group of people and it's really great. I'm really enjoying it. I did start reading Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring this month and I just ended up putting it down because it was just kind of slow for me and there was a lot of songs in it. So then I picked this one up and I think the author basically wrote it kind of like a fan fiction in a way and wasn't meant to publish it, but then it got published. So it is very similar to Lord of the Rings, but I prefer this one in the writing style. So I do love Lord of the Rings, I love the films, but personally the books, the writing style is just not for me. I think it's a bit slow and I prefer more fast-paced books. So I'm really enjoying The Sword of Shannara and let me know if you've read it. So I'm hoping to finish that and then I need to read Finnegan of the Rock by Melina Marchetta. So this was on my TBR for the month and I haven't even started yet because I've just gone off TBR and I've been kind of reading slowly and just enjoying it. Plus The Sword of Shannara is like 26 hours on audiobook. So it's been taking me a while and I've also been playing a new game. So it's been quite nice, but yes, I'm going to try and read all of this week. So I'm also going to be listening to this on audiobook because I'm doing most of my reading via audio now and I'm finding it really helpful and really fun. So the audiobook I think with extra speed will be about 8 hours. So technically I need to read like 2 hours a day. So we're going to see, but I will probably read more on the weekend anyway. So I'm hoping to finish these 2 books this week. And then I also have Fullmetal Alchemist, volumes 1 to 3, which I am hoping to read a bit more of because I was planning to read a lot of this month and it just didn't happen. So I'm going to read a bit of this. And I just realised I didn't give you any synopsis. But to be honest, I don't really know much about Finnegan of the Rock. I know that there's like a kingdom and there's 2 characters and there's a quest and I think there's evil and that's basically all I know. But I'm really excited because I am planning on reading mostly fantasy now because I've tried some different genres this year and I've just realised that I just really want to read like all of the fantasy. So I'm really excited to get back to my roots and to just read mainly fantasy, but I will be reading a bit of other things as well, but mostly fantasy. So I'm really excited and I just want to read everything. So let me know if you have any recommendations for fantasy books with like great characters and friendship and like probably a quest possibly and that's fast paced and has a lot of action because I would love to know and I would love to check out more. I feel like there's so many I need to read, so I'm really excited. So yes, I'm hoping to read that. And then Fullmetal Alchemist is a manga and it follows 2 characters who used alchemy to try to do something and it went wrong, and then like one character is now in a body of armour and the other one has lost his arm and leg and they're basically going on a mission to find something to resolve this. and throughout they meet different people and use alchemy, and there's lots of little different stories. And I've watched the anime and I really love it, and I've read some of the manga before, but I'm starting again and I'm planning to read the whole series hopefully. So I'm really excited. I really love the two main characters, and in this book there is like a sad, horrible bit which I haven't got to yet, and I'm like, no. But I'm really excited to be reading this again, and would highly recommend if you want to read some manga because it's awesome. So that is my TBR for this week. Yes, I don't usually read this much in a week, so we're going to see, but I'm going to challenge myself. And this week also I need to do a ton of cleaning, and I'm going to be playing some stuff as well, and I need to try and film some videos. So I took a bit of a break from filming. I had pre-filmed some videos, so now I am going back to filming, and it's been really great to have a break because I feel like I'm really refreshed with it and I have so much inspiration, and I'm really excited to make videos. So yeah, I'm excited, and I hope that you will enjoy my videos and enjoy this vlog. So without further ado, I'm going to stop talking and go get on with things, and I will update you as I go and probably show some cooking and games. Okay, so reading update. I just read for half an hour in a read with me video that I've made, and I read some of Full Metal Alchemist, so I got quite a bit done. And I've made some good progress. There were some things that made me laugh, some things that made me sad, and I'm really glad that I decided to pick this up again. There are quite a few things I don't remember, so I'm really happy that I'm reading this. And yes, I've read for half an hour, so I only need to read half an hour more today, but I'm planning to read more than that. So I will probably listen to some of my audiobook in a bit. Hello, so reading update. I've been listening to The Sword of Shannara. I listened to it for about an hour, and I'm now 63% in. I was 56%, so I'm making good progress. And it was a bit slow going at first. It's kind of like building up to things, and then it got a bit more interesting, and where I've stopped, it's on a bit of a cliffhanger, and I'm really intrigued. I want to know what's going on. So yes, definitely interesting. There's lots of different plot lines going on at the moment, so we've got lots of problems arising, and hopefully it's going to get a bit better by the end of the book. I think this may be a trilogy. I'm not sure. I know that it's a series and there's like a prequel series, I think. So yes, I am excited to read more of that, and I will check in later. Hi everyone, so it's day 5 of the challenge, and I'm about to play Nexamon Extinction, which is an amazing game that I discovered recently. And it's basically like Pokemon, but there is like a really humorous story. There's like a lot of jokes in it, and there's a really funny character who's a cat. So it's so fun, and you collect shards to get like basically to make XP shares. There's like 381 Nexamon to catch, and I'm just really enjoying it and finding it really relaxing. So I'm going to play a bit more of this, and I will link that down below because I want everyone to play it basically. The prequel game is coming out to Switch and I think other consoles in September, so that's really exciting. So I'm going to play some more of this. Last night I managed to listen to just over half an hour of The Sword of Shannara, so I'm going to try and listen to another hour of that today. But I feel like with this challenge I've learned that I don't really like to stick to a set limit, so I feel like it's better for me to just read when I want to rather than thinking I have to read an hour today, because some days I might read more and other days I might not read as much. So I think for me personally, setting a goal for myself isn't always the best. Hello, so it is day 6, and last night I managed to listen to about an hour of The Sword of Shannara thanks to some reading sprints by Scientist Reading World. I will link his channel down below. So that was really fun, and there were like duck races and we were like choosing a duck to win. It was fun. And I am now 85% into the book. So I have about 4 hours left. So on the speed I'm listening to, maybe like 3 hours, maybe less. So I'm probably going to listen to a bit more of this today. I want to get it finished by tomorrow because then it will be September and my new massive TBR starts. So we're going to go for this, and I may also read some more of Fullmetal Alchemist. So I have like 1 volume left to read, so I might film another reading sprint, but I do find the reading sprints really helpful. I will link my playlist down below. And I've also been playing this Super Mario 3D World, and I am loving it, but I am trying to get all of the green stars because I'm a bit of a completionist, and some of the levels are a bit annoying. I've had to look a couple of times for help online because I couldn't work it out, but I'm having a lot of fun with this. I played Super Mario 3D Land on 3DS, and it was one of my favourite games, and I like fully completed it. And what I like with this game is the cat feature, which is really fun, and I love doing it, and also that from the start you can play as any character you like. So I'm currently playing as Peach, and it's really fun, so I would highly recommend if you have a Switch. So yes, I'm going to be playing some more of this. I'm also watching some booktube videos, supporting my fellow booktubers and checking out all of their videos, finding out about new books, which is really fun because there's so many books that I haven't heard of. And I think that's really great when you watch some of these smaller channels. You hear about a lot of books that you might not otherwise have heard of, because a lot of the books I seem to hear about are all like the popular ones, and I hear about them a lot. But these books, like, I haven't heard of some of these, so it's really exciting, and I'm finding new books to read, which is good, but also there are so many books I want to read, and there's just not enough time, and I want to read more, and I'm trying, but yes, it's been great, so I'm really enjoying doing that. So I'm going to go and play some more Mario now, and I will update later, but really hoping that I can finish this weekend. We've got this. Just going to listen to a bit of it. I've got my sprint video going live today, so I will read a bit more then as well. I might read my manga, and then yes, I'm just going to try and listen to a bit of this today and tomorrow, and hopefully we can get this done. But I'm really glad that I did try this challenge, but I think that reading for a set amount each day is just not really for me. I want to be able to read as little or as much as I like each day, and maybe not even read every day if I don't feel like it. So, but it's been interesting. Let me know if you've done any challenges like this. Hi everyone. So Sunday was meant to be day 7 and the end of the vlog, but I didn't feel great, so I didn't read anything. Yesterday I read for about 2.5 hours, and I managed to finish Fullmetal Alchemist. I read the last little bit of that, and I also finished The Sword of Shannara. So I want to quickly talk about what I read this week and my thoughts on them. So I reread The Boy, the Mole, the Fox and the Horse. Still absolutely adore this book and recommend it to everyone. It's a really quick read, but it's a beautiful, emotional one and highly relatable, and it's a hug in a book, really. So highly recommend this. I read, I think, volumes 2 and 3 of Fullmetal Alchemist. So I'm absolutely loving this reread. So I've been reading this during the reading sprints I've been filming. I will link my playlist down below. So I've been finding that really helpful, and I just had a little bit left to read. So I finished that, and there was just a lot extra content. And yes, I gave this 5 stars. I also gave this 5 stars. So it was good. And then Sword of Shannara, what did I think at the end? Okay, so throughout this book, I really enjoyed the fantasy element and the characters. It was so rich and fast-paced, and I just really loved it. There were times when it was a bit slower, but most of it was like, oh my gosh. It followed different perspectives, different characters, so there was a lot going on, and you found out what was happening to different characters in different places. So it was really great, and there were friendships and there was a bit of romance in there as well, which was nice. The character arcs were great, and towards the end some things were happening where I was like, is this believable? Is this a bit much here? Like, just putting something in there to fix everything. And then I got to the end and I was emotional, so I ended up giving this 5 stars. I loved this book so much. I do feel like part of it was wrapped up a bit quickly, but I did really enjoy the plot, and I did quite like the thing that happened at the end and how things were resolved. I felt like it was a really interesting thing. If you've read the book, please feel free to discuss it with me. Just put spoilers at the beginning of the message so that other people aren't spoiled. But yes, I highly enjoyed this book and the ending was just great. So although there was a bit where I was kind of like, then the ending kind of made up for it. So I decided to give it 5 stars, and yes, I'm hoping to read the next book at some point. I think it's possibly set after this book. I'm going to look more into it. So I may try and fit that onto my like October TBR maybe. So yes, I had a really great reading week. I read 3 books and I had 3 5-star reads. So the month started off badly and ended well, and I managed to finish everything I wanted to finish before the end of the month. So I'm really happy with that. And yeah, let me know if you've read any of these books or if you would like to. Let me know what you've been reading lately. And I'm really excited for the Magical Readathon. Also forgot to mention, but the last couple of days I've been working on my own TBR game. And I'm so excited for it. I can't wait for you guys to see it. I'm going to probably do it for my October TBR because I already filmed my September TBR. And I just hope that you guys love it, and I would love your input as well. I will talk about that more in my TBR video for October, but I'm so excited for that. And some of my BookTube buddies have been helping me with it as well, with prompts. So thank you so much to them. And yeah, I'm really excited for that. And thank you so much for watching. Please feel free to like, comment and subscribe if you would like to, and check out my other videos if you would like to. I would love to chat with you in the comments, and I hope to see you in another video soon. Bye!